Great, thank you, Nisha. Now, books that are safe to share with family and friends, and they are written by a local author.
Julia Chianini is here to share more about her clean romance novels that you say we can give to a bestie, our mom, even our child. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you. It's fun to be here.
Tell us all about what you've created. You have a lot.
A lot of books, yeah. Yep, I've always wanted to be an author. It was one of those things, but it also felt like, you know, when you're little and you say, oh, I want to be a singer, I want to be a model, or those kind, and so it felt like that kind of job, but I have a really supportive husband, and so when I dealt with infertility for a lot of years, and when I was dealing with infertility, I was like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do, so I started writing.
Oh my gosh, it is the season of love.
Yes.
You have written some 50 books.
Yeah.
Most of them, a lot of them are romance novels. Tell us a little bit about this genre.
So with romance, what's really fun is you can kind of have all the way across the spectrum. And so I think sometimes people think when it's romance that it needs to be spicy. That's kind of how people differentiate. There's spicy books and there's sweet books. And so, you can have all along the range. So there's lots of different ways to enjoy romance, from the really sweet to kind of like Hallmark to the spicy, like 50 Shades of Grey, you know, just whatever you want along.
Yeah.
And I'm more along the sweet side.
Well, something for everyone, and you have this newest one right here. Will you tell us a little bit about the characters and the storyline?
So this one, it's a set of brothers who live in Idaho. It was soon after I moved up here to Utah, and I was like, oh, I think I want a book set in the mountains. And so they're ranchers and cowboys in Idaho, and so the books that are out are so far the first 3 brothers.
So these 3 go together.
Not that one, but yes,
These two.
Yep. And then there's one in the stack.
So there are series. There's also the fiction.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this genre.
So women's fiction, it's kind of eat, pray, love along those lines. And so women finding themselves, discovering themselves. So kind of, as I've been watching your show, the 2 sides of romance and loving yourself and finding ways to love yourself is more women's fiction, and then romance with a significant other is more what romance is.
You've blown our minds, though, because you have done 50 novels since 2015, which seems like a lot. Where do you get your inspiration and your ideas from?
So, like a lot of authors, some of them is dreams. I dream as my characters, and sometimes I'll dream as myself, but mostly as like random people. And so I'll be like, who am I in this dream? And so dreams, but also I get it from just, sometimes I'll see a couple walking down the street and I'm like, I bet their story is this. And then I'll start to kind of write a book about them, or social media. Like when I'll sometimes see a meme and I'll be like, oh, a reality show. I've gotten all across the board.
So things just spark. Like we might look at a couple and say, oh, we know their story, but we're not writing books. What do you like more, if you can say, women's fiction or the sweet romance novels?
You know, I love being able to do both, because I kind of get to write depending on the mood I'm in, you know? So if I'm in like a really like, I need to improve myself, I want to be a better person, then I'm like this. And then if I'm like, oh, I'm so in love, and I don't know, like it's just kind of, I get the best of both worlds, I feel like, with getting to do both.
I love that you do both. What do you want women to take away? Is it something they can escape and get lost in? Is it inspirational? All of the above?
All of it, yeah. So this is my first women's fiction book, and it's based actually on a true story of 4 women who were cheated on. And so a lot of my reviews on this are like, it's not real, it can't be real. But this was, it was just, I don't know. It was a series that came from the heart, and I love to be able to write about these women who are just strong women and are going through the journey of life and finding themselves.
What has the feedback been for some of these readers?
Most of it is good. I mean, of course, I think I have, on just the series, I have over 11,000 5-star reviews, but then I've got some 1 and 2 stars, and those hurt. I used to read all of them and really internalize it, but now I'm like, my husband reads them for me, and he'll tell me if I have criticism that I need to take him. But
over 11,000 5-star, I think you can rest easy that you're doing something incredible. Now you have 2 different names, so if you do want to follow along and purchase the books, what are the 2 different pen names you use?
So this one is Julia Clemens, and then this one is Julia Chianini.
So Julia Clemens is the women's fiction,
yes.
And then the romance novels with your name. Okay, you're giving away a 40% off code, Good Things Utah.
Yes.
And people can buy as many books as they want for 40% off.
On my website. So it's not the paperbacks, because I don't have the paperbacks on my website, but all of the ebooks will be 40% off. And there's even bundles that are already some percentage off, and then you can use the 40% off coupon on top of that. And so it's really, if you've forgotten Valentine's gifts, this will show up on whatever your e-reader is right away.
Hop on it. You've got us covered. Galentine's tonight, Valentine's tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.